Okay, my lovely family, welcome back in my video. I really loved our live, so I really hope that we can make it every single week. I will try to manage it. It will be in the same day, but I'm not sure about it because in the following days I will have a lot of things to do. However, I will let you know in the post, okay? And what I prepared for you, it will be a story, because as we discussed in the live video, the question of polygamy and question of the Egyptian man did taking kind of even cheat you, trick you, and I was mentioning as scammers a lot of times. So I'm gonna tell you a story right now, which really happened. First I will say I cannot share her name, neither her age, neither her country. She simply wanna keep it private because she has huge reasons for it, and to be honest, I was speaking with her really long time till she actually allowed me to share her story, and she actually told me the story, which wasn't easy even for her, neither for me, but it wasn't easy for me to listen to her story because it's so painful. And with her story I actually cried, to be honest.
For the first time of my life, I know who I am. My heart belongs to no one but Egypt. It's because of their poetry of life and freedom.
Imagine a European woman. Simply, she traveled in Europe to another country, and in this country she took a random taxi driver. And with the taxi driver she started to slowly speak, they have a conversation as a friend, and the taxi driver was Egyptian, and he asked her for her mobile number. So because she understands to each other, so she gave him her mobile number, and this way they get in touch. They hang out a few times and like this, and he was absolutely honest with her. He told her that he had already a wife in Europe, but they are divorced and they have a son together, so everything was like fine. And they simply fell in love to each other, and he told them, okay, I'm a Muslim, if you wanna be with me we have to marry. So she agreed. Okay, so actually they married. Then she had to travel back to her country because she had a work there and all her family and so on. But they was already married, so they tried to speak where they will live. So she agreed that she will move with him to his European country. So she gave up her work, she gave up her family, her friends, her everything for purpose to be with this man. When she came to his European country, she realized that he is living a very poor way of life, and his flat is very small. But she thought, okay, money doesn't matter in the love, I'm gonna stay with the man, and time by time we will gain the money and we will gain everything what we want. So that happened, but she didn't realize the thing that the man started to treat her very bad way, because she didn't have a work in this time, because she just moved, you know. So basically he gave her like €5, and she had to buy food for this for herself, just for €5. And because he was a taxi driver, he managed his food outside, so he didn't eat at home. This money was for her, but just €5. Can you imagine this? She mentioned that she didn't have even proper clothes, like it was a winter, it was raining and the snow, and he even didn't buy her a jacket or a shoes, so she was very sick all the time, and she didn't have even money for doctor. Okay, this all happened. One day he disappeared, and she didn't know where is he. So she waited for him 2 hours, 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 2 weeks. He appeared after 3 weeks. And instead of he apologize or explain her, he started to shout at her. And he told her, because of you, I have a problem with my Egyptian wife. Voila! She realized that how little she know about this man actually, that he has already a wife in Egypt. So she was under shock that she's actually a second wife, but she somehow passed it. Okay, but their marriage was really in all cases bad, so she told him like, I need a rest, a vacation, I will go back to my country to visit my family and my friends. So she did it, but she took him with her to her country for a vacation together. She somehow saw it will like connect them again, and maybe the love will occur again, but it didn't happen. Moreover, when he saw how big flat she has, because in her country she had a good money, good life, so he forced her to sell her apartment because he was playing with her, or playing on her feelings, that once she sell it, they will buy a much beautiful house in Egypt and they have much comfortable life. So she believed it, she sold it, they go directly to Egypt. Once they crossed the borders of Egypt, what happened? He told her again, oh, but you have to give me your money which you have in your bank account, basically, because foreigners here in Egypt can keep with them just $10,000. Okay, stop here, I'm telling you this is all lie. You as a foreigner can keep any amount of money you have or you want. Okay? There is no law saying this. But obviously he tricked her. And because she believed him, she gave him all the money she had. And then she realized that he lied to her. He didn't provide her new flat for her or beautiful house. No, he put her to a very, very old house where it was really a horrible condition. I can confirm you, bad houses are really under horrible conditions. You can't even imagine because we don't have such a type of houses in Europe anymore. So that's what he did. He even gave her again a lot of amount of food, whatever. He didn't provide almost anything. Then, slowly, she realized he bought himself a car, he bought himself a land, he bought himself a new house for his Egyptian wife and his Egyptian children. And they was enjoying from her money. They are going to the hotel, 5-star hotel, having a holidays, a beautiful life, right? But not her. So they was using her just for the money. She actually faced him with this, and she told him like, you are spending my money for your first wife and your first family, and even for his parents and her parents moreover. And he get in this time very, very angry. He told me, don't tell me this word ever again. She actually was afraid about her life. She started to be afraid that she was walking from the stairs and someone pushed her from the stairs. Or one day at night she go to the fridge and she found that the fridge is under electricity. Like she was really scared about her life and she didn't know what to do. So she still kept patient. Then was another thing about her furniture, because she made her furniture from Europe to Egypt and it arrived to Alexandria. Welcome Alexandria. But he didn't want to go for it. He was telling her it will cost so much money to just deliver her from Alexandria to the place they lived, because they lived in another city in Egypt, and he didn't want to do it. Somehow after 3 months she forced him to do it. So once they go on the road to Alexandria, he actually asked her, do you want to know why I'm married to you? So she was like shocked, but she thought, okay, tell me. His answer was, not because you are beautiful, but because you are good in bed. Can you imagine this? Some Egyptian men tell you this words. It's really so painful. But she thought only, okay, fine. She didn't speak, she just accepted it. And actually, this night she was praying to God very much. And she was simply like asking, please, if this man is good in my life, so keep him. If he is not good, make him away from my life. That's basically what she thought. The second day he came to apologize her and he said, okay, I'm really very, very sorry. I didn't mean it. But she thought, okay, it's fine, don't apologize to me, apologize to God. So he again thought, I'm sorry, and again she repeated the same, don't apologize to me. I'm fine with what you told. But you must wait on the consequences of God. She didn't feel the love anymore for this man. She felt very bad inside of her. So she wanted to leave him. So she asked him for her money back, just for the purpose to leave Egypt back to her country. And he of course refused. And I will skip a little bit the story how it ended. After 1 month, this man, finally, out of nothing, he passed away. And because, thanks God, she was his lawful wife, the money which he had in his bank account, let's say, which was her money previously, it was divided to his first wives and to her. So she get, let's say, half of her money back, and then she was able to go back to her country. So that's basically how it happened, and this woman was like kind of very lucky, because if the man didn't die, maybe she will die, because the man was clearly just using her. And I forgot to mention that this man wasn't young, okay? I cannot say the exact age, but I'm telling you he was macho man. That was the story of Egyptian scammer. I hope that I told the story correct. I really told the short version. It was much more long and complicated. But even from the point that she had to be afraid about her life, it's so bad. It's really, really so bad. So I just want to show you how the Egyptian scammer works. And this is one of the stories of millions of stories. Okay, that's why I was telling you always, take care. Before you marry an Egyptian man, pay attention that you really know him well. Okay? Spend time with him, even for example, year, 2 years, but be sure that you know every single thing about him and his life and his family, because you never know what he can hide. Okay, dears, take care, and I will be back to you with another story very soon. Bye.